lately? Paimon could sure use a break. Why don't we go to...
Hey, did you see who I thought famous work. It takes courage to maintain a peaceful life.
How will I ever save enough money to buy that custom?
I heard that the sage disappears without a trace.
Lord Kabe Bay, did you get a chance to review this month's accounts? Any feedback?
You mean the version you sent over a few days ago? Yeah, I took a look when I received it. I was thinking that maybe our profit margin is a little excessive. I visited some of our commercial partners last month. Their earnings are very slim.
Are you suggesting that we give up some of our profits for them?
Well, since we have more than we need, yes. Making money for its own sake is pointless. Don't worry, I've already planned for it and the numbers look fine. We can adjust the rates starting from next month. Also, about that designer you hired, I've had to revise his proposal 3 times now, but he just doesn't seem to... Let's cut our losses. Pay him his fee and send him on his way. I'd like you to get Layla on this instead. She was Cyrus's student and she designed the Palace of Alcazarzare. Seems like a much safer choice. Who's sneaking around over there?
Mr. Kave?
Do you recognize this person, sir?
Yes, it's all right. We've met. This is Kale, Sethos' trainee. He brought her along the last time I went for drinks with him. What brings you to the city, Kale? Is your master here too?
No, this is all wrong! Why is Mr. Kave saying that too? Tainari is my master, not Sethos. This can't be real. I have to ask someone else. There's gotta be someone else out there who still remembers the truth.
Hey, wait! Don't run off! How strange. What's gotten into her today?
It's like everyone switched places. I guess I'll keep looking around.
I heard that the sage disappears without a trace.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Students are under so much pressure.
Lots of visitors today, I see. Welcome all. It's been a while.
Hey, Rahman. You know that guy who sells face powder on Treasure Street? I haven't seen him around in a while. Any idea what happened to him?
Oh, you mean a Hongar? Yeah, he got into a brawl with Shavirme on Treasure Street. He's been banned from setting up shop there for now.
Seriously? Oh, well, that's a shame. I was planning to pick out some makeup for you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
The legendary Flame Mane discussing makeup with the Zubair Theater star dancer. Now there's something you don't see every day.
Flame Mane? You know, I'm not actually sure when people started calling me that. Maybe the other Eremites thought I needed a fiercer title to scare people off? To be completely honest, I think the title would fit you better than me, Dia.
You think? Can't say I've never imagined myself as a merc. If I ever give up the dancing, maybe I'll head to the desert and give the Eremite life a try.
You would?
Is that so strange?
Oh, not at all. In fact, I've actually had similar thoughts before. If I ever get tired of sleeping out in the wild, I think I might go look for a job at the Zubair Theater. I've adored the dance of Sub-Zeros ever since the first time I saw you perform it. If the chance ever came up, I'd love to try it out on stage for myself.
Really? If our manager Sataria heard you say that, she'd hold you to it. Probably grab you by the sleeve and never let you go again. Hey, when that day comes, I'll do your makeup myself. How's that sound?
Sure. If the day comes, I'd be honored.
Everyone I know, everything I've ever known. Suddenly it's all a jumbled mess. The question is, who's right? Them or me? Oh, my head feels so heavy. I can't think straight.
Mahamatra Tainari, we've apprehended the suspect.
They say that the fool is prone to blind faith, but the wise man is not immune to it either. Siraj, do you have anything to say in your defense?
Tainari, you were the one who turned the sages against me. Just a few words of caution from you was all it took to destroy my research. And now you're trying to stop me again? You should know that mechanical life is the future! We must cast aside our useless flesh and...
That's enough. I'm not in the mood to listen to your lunacy. Anyone could tell you how amateur your work is. Karina, Ilias, put him somewhere safely out of the way.
Yes, sir.
Next on the agenda is...
Master?
What is it? Wait, did Professor Zahahati send you? She's been encouraging me to take on an apprentice. Might be getting a bit ahead of herself there, though.
No, Master! It's me! Krai! Listen to me. Something really weird is going on in Sumeru City. It's like everyone's identities have switched around. You're not the General Mahamatra. You're a Forest Watcher. Just yesterday, we agreed to come to Sumeru City today to go shopping together and...
All right, there's no rush. Let's back up a little. Your name is Kale, correct? Although this is our first meeting, you do seem strangely familiar somehow. Is there anything I can help you with?
No. Master!
What is it?
Huh?
Did you have another nightmare? I've told you before, when you're tired, lay down on your back in bed and get some proper sleep. It's much better for you than napping on your front. Poor posture obstructs your breathing, which can lead to all sorts of weird dreams. Now, we're supposed to go shopping in Sumeru City today, remember? Cheer up. I'll take you to Hushang's. I heard he's got some new toys in stock. Go wash your face, take some deep breaths, and when you're ready, we'll head out.
Okay. Thanks, Master Tainari. So it was just a dream.
And yet, dreams can sometimes be a warning of things that will soon come to pass.
Who said that?
That dream felt unusually real, didn't it? Here's my suggestion. Since you're heading into Sumeru City anyway, you may as well tell Lesser Lord Kusanali about everything that happened. And just to be on the safe side, I think you should also inform your 2 traveler friends who once helped save Sumeru. I'd write them a letter if I were you. Time is short. A storm is coming from beyond the bounds of fate.
situation. No wonder Kali was in such a rush to write us a letter. Imagine waking up one day to find that everything around you has changed. You might not even recognize Paimon anymore. Oh, that's a scary thought. Let's get to Sumeru and find out what the heck is going on. Let's dance. Traveler! Paimon! Thank goodness! I'm so glad you made it! Of course! We won't let anything happen to you, Kale. So, what's going on in Sumeru City? Looks like lots of people are moving or something. Yeah, I was just gonna say. After I wrote my letter, Master and I went to Sumeru City and told the Dendro Archon everything that I experienced, from start to finish. She was silent at first. It seemed like she was deep in thought. Then the next day, we got told that she was ordering everyone to leave Sumeru City immediately and move to Caravan Rebot. The entire population of the city has to move?
Not just Sumeru City. The evacuation also includes Lokapala Jungle, Avidia Forest, Ashavan Realm, and Ardravi Valley. Basically, everyone living in the rainforest must temporarily relocate to Caravan Rebot.
Holy smokes! That's crazy!
Yes, it's quite an operation. Even if people only bring the bare essentials, the scale is simply enormous. They've requisitioned almost all the Sumpter Beasts in Sumeru for the task, including the entirety of Dori's Sumpter Beast Park. The Dendro Archon said that what Kale experienced was not a dream, but a warning. After our meeting, she immediately summoned the 6 sages to analyze the situation and discuss countermeasures. They concluded that the events seen in the dream are very likely to become a reality, and that an unknown danger is rapidly approaching. Oh, please keep that to yourself. We don't want to cause widespread panic. The official reason they've given is a large-scale renovation of the rainforest ecosystem. People are skeptical, but there haven't been any major incidents. So far, at least.
The Dendro Archon seemed really worried when we spoke to her. She said you can go visit her in the Sanctuary of Surasthana when you arrive. She also said she'd hold out until the very end.
Tighnari? Kale? You got a minute? I need a hand here.
One moment, I'll be right there. As a forest watcher, I've been tasked with assisting with the relocation work. There's a lot to be done, and they need all the help they can get. This will be the final group of evacuees from Sumeru City. While they're away from home, they'll be heavily reliant on outside help. Thank you for coming in our time of need. As you can see, another crisis is upon us.
Excuse me, sorry to trouble you, but could you help an old man find his medicine? It's buried somewhere in my luggage.
Where's my mom? Where did she go?
Don't worry, it'll be okay.
Those items are worth a small fortune. Make sure you store them somewhere safe. You understand?
I bet you thought you'd get away with this in the chaos, huh? Guess again. No petty thief gets past me.
We should go help the evacuees. See you around.
I'm so glad that you believed me and came all this way to help. It means a lot. Please stay safe. Don't worry. We may not know exactly what's going on yet, but as long as we stick together, we'll find a way through this. Goodbye! Look after yourselves! Will do. See ya! Paimon's not sure how she found the words to comfort Kale, because honestly, she's kind of nervous herself. Let's head to the Sanctuary of Surasana and see Nahida.
Who goes there? No unauthorized access to this place. By order of Mahamatra Sino.
Are you blind? It's the Traveler and Paimon. Surely you've seen them before.
Huh? Oh, so it is. I'm sorry, I haven't been sleeping well lately. My nerves are a little frayed. The Dendro Archon is in a very vulnerable state at the moment. Mahamatra Sino is concerned that our enemies might choose the
Barbara's here. Leave the healing to me. I will not disappoint you.
You can call me Columbina, or Kutar, or Moon Goddess. Whatever you prefer. I'm used to having many names. The moon's blessing is yours, whenever you might find yourself in need.
Everyone is working super hard. We should be too.
Traveler, Paimon, you made it.
Aha! Perfect timing. Reliable helpers like you are just what we need right now.
Oh, it's good to see everyone again. Krai gave us a rough idea of what's going on, but we still have a lot of questions. What kind of danger is Sumeru City in exactly? And how come everyone has to move to Caravan Rebot?
At this stage, we can't be certain. We're investigating, but no definitive answers yet.
I take it that Kale told you about her strange dream?
Yeah. Apparently, everyone in Sumeru City was acting super weird. Even you guys. It was like you'd all switched places.
That's right. Kale and Tainari reported the situation to the Dendro Archon. She believes that it wasn't merely a dream, and that whatever it was has something to do with Irminsul.
It's a reasonable inference. Only through Irminsul can people's memory and cognition be so significantly modified in such a short time.
We don't know why Kale would dream of these things, nor who was trying to warn her. The Dendro Archon decided to connect to Irminsul to investigate more thoroughly.
Irminsul is connected directly to the ley lines. The tree serves as a central hub where the ley lines converge, and its core function is to record and store the world's knowledge and memories. But something has gone awry, severely compromising the performance of this core function. Information is bottlenecking inside Irminsul, hampering the ley line's flow. If this continues, new information will languish unrecorded, with existing records thrown into disarray.
In short, the souls of the dead will be stranded, while the living have their sense of reality warped. In the long run, Kale's dream could well become a reality. And that's just the beginning.
There's no telling what other nightmares could end up coming true.
I have come this far to use my death to open the gates of the ley lines to my people.
Faced with a growing backlog of information, the Dendro Archon decided to connect herself directly to Irminsul and take over the recording and processing function herself.
But it is an almost impossible task. Individual brains aren't equipped to deal with the sheer volume of knowledge and memories involved. All that information flooding in at once would instantly fry any human mind. And for a god, even for a god, the suffering must be unimaginable.
The Dendro Archon's power originates from Irminsul. Any issue with the tree itself takes a toll on her to begin with. On top of that, she's subjecting herself to the grueling task of processing all that data. It must be torture for her. And despite all of this, she is somehow finding the strength to investigate the Irminsul situation from within and send us her findings.
I finished analyzing the latest data. Looks like our working theory was wrong. There's no signs of Irminsul having been attacked from the outside.
So it's internal then? Some sort of disease, perhaps? No. I've spent half my life studying the ley lines. If Irminsul malfunctioned this easily, the world would have met its end long ago.
Sino? What is it?
Not long ago, I got a tip from the Corps of 30 that a large number of unidentified merchant caravans had recently been spotted entering Sumeru through Beta Harbor. At first, I suspected that they might have something to do with all this, so I sent some people to investigate. But if Irminsul wasn't attacked from the outside...
Don't you think there are more important things to worry about right now than guessing who's behind all this? It's been over 12 hours with no new intel. If even the Keeper of Irminsul is this badly affected, you can imagine how bad things are in there.
Dendro Archon.
What's wrong?
Her breathing is weak, and her elemental energy levels are dangerously low.
Looks like it's time to move to the backup plan.
What's the backup plan?
Get out of the city and take the Dendro Archon with us. The entrance to Irminsul is directly beneath the sanctuary of Surasthana. That means this is ground zero if anything goes wrong.
The Dendro Archon has a very strong connection to Irminsul. But theoretically, this connection should grow weaker with distance. Under normal circumstances, she could unleash her full power here. But with Irminsul out of control, our first priority is to get her away from here.
The situation is critical. There's no time to deliberate. Everyone in agreement?
I'll deal with it. I'll also let the Matra and the Corps of 30 know to start evacuating. Let's go. No sense grieving when there's nothing more we can do.
Agreed. We'll be back as soon as this is over.
last group of civilians has been safely evacuated. Dendro Archon's carriage will travel with them. Sino and Hat Guy will protect the convoy. With the Dendro Archon in a coma, we've lost our means of investigating the situation. And with Irminsul still deteriorating, we have no choice but to evacuate Sumeru City. Feels as though we're being pushed along by an invisible hand.
Stop moaning, Cyrus. We're the teachers here. We should be showing a little more confidence, don't you think?
A wise judgment.
Let's move out to Caravan Rebot.
Sir, all units are in position.
Good. Everything is going to plan. Interfering with Sumeru City is a necessary step, so do not hesitate. The Irminsul situation will not harm you. We need to speed things up here, too. We don't want to keep our client waiting, do we?
No, sir. You have my word. Everything will be completed on schedule.
They say that fervent ambition attracts the favor of the gods, and with it, a vision. But we appear to be the exception. So, is our ambition not strong enough? Or does it threaten the very foundations of this world?
How is the Dendro Archon?
Her breathing is steady. I prepared some therapeutic incense for her, but it hasn't had much effect. Her vitals are still very weak. Based on the information you've provided, I have a working hypothesis. Her condition is partly due to Irminsul's influence, and partly due to a physiological imbalance caused by the rapid depletion of her power. Elemental energy usually flows through the body at a relatively constant rate. The body grows accustomed to this rhythm, so when it's thrown out of balance, physical symptoms will appear.
Is this similar to the ley lines? Overloading and withering both directly affect their vitality, potentially causing irreversible damage.
Correct. From a biological perspective, if you overexert yourself, you pay the price with your life. The Dendro Archon is not only drained of power, but her life force is at a critically low level.
Is there any way to restore her health? I know the ley lines have strong self-healing abilities. As long as any blockages or pollutions are dealt with, they can quickly regain their vitality. But what about people? Well, gods. What's their capacity for self-healing?
Before we think about that, there's a bigger predicament to resolve. Restoring the Dendro Archon's power requires us to heal Irminsul first. But that will be extremely difficult without the Dendro Archon's power.
Paimon's already getting lost here. Master Tighnari and Sino look so serious. I've not heard Master speak in this tone for a long time.
Tighnari.
Master Nephis, sages.
Tighnari, haven't seen you in ages. Have you gotten taller? Or did your ears get longer?
Hopefully the former, Uncle Baladuri.
Sino, where's Professor Cyrus? I thought he'd be with you.
He went out into the wild to investigate the situation. He said that the Irminsul anomaly will likely start to affect the real world soon.
He shouldn't be trotting around alone at his age. Which way did he go? I'll look for him later.
Would someone mind introducing us?
Ah, yes, of course. Allow me to do the honors. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Traveler and Paimon. They're the heroes who helped foil Azar's conspiracy and save Sumeru. These gentlemen and I are the 6 current sages of the Academia. Balduri and I are part of the Old Guard, while the other 4 took office after Azar and his clique fell from power. We have Sage Alkindi of the Spantamad Darshan, Sage Farnas of Kasharawar, Rataoist Sage Shakir, and finally Harabatot Sage Rusht.
Nice to meet you all!
I've heard much about you. Delighted to finally meet you in person.
You're younger than I imagined for someone with the power to stand up to fate itself. Thank you for lending your aid to Sumeru once more.
Once we're on the other side of this, could we get a photo together? My daughter has a friend named Isak. He's always talking about you two.
Of course! No true hero would deny a child their wish.
Back to business. So with the Dendro Archon currently in a coma, the people have taken temporary refuge at Caravan Rebot, but they cannot stay here forever. We need to come up with a plan as soon as possible. Farnas, any thoughts?
Well, firstly, having reviewed the data, I'm inclined to agree with your assessment. This doesn't look like an attack on Irminsul from the outside. Rather, it resembles a malfunctioning machine. Calculations going haywire and sparks flying. That being said, before we consider how to fix it, we need to understand precisely what has gone wrong. Furthermore, we somehow need to ascertain this without relying on the Dendro Archon's power.
We have no direct access to Irminsul. However, we might be able to gather the information we need from the ley lines. Study the branches to learn about the trunk, in other words. Wait, is that what Cyrus is up to? No wonder he ran off to research in the wild. Curse always one step ahead of me, isn't he?
I heard that while in the sanctuary of Surasthana, the Dendro Archon had to serve as the central information hub herself. This is a clear sign the situation within Irminsul might be far worse than we can imagine. Irminsul is vital not just to the safety of Sumeru, but to all of Teyvat. We must be the ones to bear responsibility for this world. To be on the safe side, I think we need to consider some backup plans.
Are you saying we should consider a scenario in which Irminsul is completely destroyed?
I'm merely pointing out that the possibility exists.
You have a valid point. But until worst comes to worst, I believe we should focus our efforts on resolving the Irminsul anomaly and helping it recover.
Kale, I understand that you were the first to foresee this crisis. If it's all right, I'd like to talk with you about it in more detail.
Of course, but even I don't know how I came to have that dream.
If there are no signs of external damage, could it be a stress fracture? Metals tend to suffer from this issue with long-term use, and Irminsul has existed for centuries, after all.
It's possible, but surely a stress fracture would be more likely to cause a complete shutdown rather than chaos.
Sages, General Mahamatra, sorry to interrupt, but something has come up.
What happened?
Some citizens didn't believe that Sumeru City was really in any danger. They slipped away and hid during the relocation, intending to return home.
How many people are we talking?
About a dozen. Sakura found them while on patrol, but they appeared to be suffering from psychosis. For whatever reason, they were trying to kill each other. By the time we arrived, there were only 2 survivors. One was unconscious from their injuries. The other tried to attack us, but was subdued.
Where did this happen?
Near Yasna Monument.
That's not far from Caravan Rebot.
Master.
I know. The Irminsul anomaly is beginning to have effects in the world. I didn't expect it to spread to Yasna Monument so soon. It almost feels like we're being chased relentlessly, with no time to catch our breath.
Sir Cyrus said the same thing. He sent me back to report in, while he continues investigating.
I'll go join him.
Count me in too. Don't let my age fool you, I can still fend for myself.
Very well. Meanwhile, the rest of us will continue discussing our next steps.
Get back soon.
Take care of yourselves. It's getting dangerous out there.
Please, don't go any further. As you get closer to Sumeru City, there's no knowing what dangers you might encounter.
So this is our mentally disturbed man?
I'm going to gut you all!
Cyrus, you didn't even bring a single guard? Do you think you're some sort of warrior?
It's fine. Come here and look at this.
Oh, it's...
That's right. Flowers that bloom from openings in the ley lines, indicating some sort of anomaly.
I don't believe I've ever seen a color like this before.
Did you discover it nearby?
Not just here. Way over there, too. They're everywhere. There's even more in that direction.
How did you ascertain the situation further ahead? Didn't you just say that we can't go beyond this point?
Yes. This area is relatively safe so far. But if you continue forward, delusions will start afflicting your mind. However, some vision-bearing mercenaries were able to maintain their sanity a little better. They're the ones who brought back news from further afield.
Sino, do you remember the class I taught on dissecting ley line blossoms?
I do, Professor. I received full marks in that course.
Good. After all these years, it's time to put that knowledge into practice. There must be anomalous information hidden within these blossoms. Alkindi, I'll need your help as well. Been a while since we worked on a project together, hasn't it?
Sure has. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to work.
Anything we can do to help?
Will you need my help?
All right, well, don't go too far. There's too many unknowns at this stage.
Let's regroup at Caravan Rebot later. Don't worry if you don't show up. I'll come and find you.
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll restore a pep with elemental power. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal. What is it? You thought of something? Really? Then let's get back and tell the others!
Whew. Glad to see you've returned safe and sound.
Any longer and we would have gone out looking for you.
Well, this is a nice surprise. Paimon sure feels better with everyone we know here.
We've made some progress, so let's start by giving you and Paimon a quick update.
By dissecting the ley line's blossoms, we've been able to deduce that although Irminsul is experiencing an anomaly, it has not completely rejected access from the outside. The Dendro Archon has the power to connect to Irminsul, but there's also another way. I assume you recall the devices everyone was wearing when you first arrived in Sumeru?
Devices? Oh, wait. You mean...
The Akasha terminals?
That's right.
Of course! It's been so long, Paimon almost forgot all about the Akasha. Wasn't it shut down, though?
Yes, but although the system isn't currently operational, the technological infrastructure is all still there. And it turns out that a certain someone gets so bored at work that he's actually read through every single one of the instruction manuals.
No prizes for guessing who that was.
If praising others is that embarrassing for you, you can simply spare yourself the ordeal.
As much as it pains me to say anything nice about him, there's no denying his intelligence. He rarely forgets anything he's read. The Akasha is exactly what Sumeru needs at this moment. Between us, we should have all the knowledge and expertise we need to get it up and running again.
But if I recall correctly, doesn't the Akasha need a gnosis to function?
That's exactly right. The Akasha relies on the gnosis as a power source, and in its absence, we'll need to find an alternative. To tackle this problem, it looks like we'll be relocating once again.
Mainly to the Temple of Silence. Ring any bells? It's the only major institution in Sumeru dedicated to preserving the knowledge of King Deshret's civilization. You might find the answers you're looking for hiding there.
I agree. There's a good chance.
Master Nephis and the other sages have discussed it. As the chaos from Irminsul continues to spread, Caravan Rebot won't be a safe haven for much longer. We have to move into the desert next. The scholars and sages will head to the Temple of Silence, while the civilian population seeks refuge in Aru Village.
The Eremites will keep everyone safe during the journey, and Candace will be there to receive us at the village.
This leaves us just one thing to worry about.
That Dendro Archon.
She's very weak. We can't afford to wait until Irminsul is fixed. There has to be another way to help her.
Huh. Wow. Luckily, the Traveler had a eureka moment while we were out investigating.
Really?
Wow. Nice one, Traveler. Let's hear it.
What say our Amorta experts?
Theoretically, it's feasible. From what you're saying, although elemental life and elemental energy have their differences, the Dendro Archon has explicitly stated that she can imitate the power of the former. In which case, as long as Apep is willing, she should be able to convert her own power into a form that the Archon can use.
It wouldn't be difficult for her at all. The only problem is convincing her to help.
Yeah! Even though she wasn't exactly friendly the last time we met, she didn't refuse to talk with us. When she realizes the danger that Nahida is in, surely she won't turn a blind eye to it. Well, hopefully not.
Either way, we're not exactly spoiled for choice here.
Hey, it's better than having no options at all.
I agree. Without Irminsul's aid, the legendary Dendro Dragon Apep may well be the only living thing in Sumeru who can help our Archon recover her power. There's no time to lose. I'll bring this proposal to Master right away. If he and the other sages agree, we'll split into 3 teams. The academics will go to the Temple of Silence to look for a solution to the Akasha problem. The Eremites will escort the civilians safely to Aru Village, and the Traveler and Paimon will take the Dendro Archon to see Apep.
There's still a long road ahead, and no knowing if we'll make it. But at least we have a direction now. I'll take it over floundering around in confusion.
If there are no objections, then let's proceed. But before we adjourn, I would like to leave you all with some parting words. No matter the distance between us, there will always be an invisible force tying us together. May the bonds forged in the past shine bright like stars and open a new path before our feet.
Huh. Is that from King of Invocations?
No. This one's from King of Invocations, the sequel.
What's the difference?
The sequel's much cooler.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, it was very apropos. Once this is all over, I'll give everyone a copy of King of Invocations and the sequel to show my gratitude. Come on, let's get moving.
Tighnari has brought me up to speed. I approve of your plan of action. But we can't proceed with everything right away. The people need to rest. For many of them, this will be their first time in the desert, so we'll need to find additional personnel to help escort them. You two, please go on ahead with the Dendro Archon. Let's rendezvous at the Temple of Silence later.
No problem. We got this.
Words can't express my gratitude, so let me just say, I hope everything goes smoothly for all of us. Goodbye for now.
All right, let's get going. If Paimon remembers correctly, the last time we saw a Pep was in... Traveler, Paimon. Could I borrow you guys for a moment? It'll only take a second. Krai, what's the matter? Well, the thing is... Master Tighnari once told me, after you raise a problem, you should think about how to resolve it. But ever since I had that dream, I feel like I haven't been of any help at all. I tried my best to keep up with the conversation, but there was so much new information, I couldn't take it all in. So, I just wanted to ask, do you have any tips for me there? Paimon knows exactly how you feel. But fear not, everything you need to know is right here in Paimon's notes. Sumeru chapter. It's got tons of info about all the things we've seen and heard on our adventures. Some parts are a little simplified, but hopefully it all makes sense. You see? Being the greatest guide in Tibet isn't just a fancy title. It takes a lot of hard work. Paimon doesn't always understand the things you're talking about with other people. Whenever that happens, she notes down the confusing parts and goes over them in her own time. This is perfect. Could I borrow it? Sure. Matter of fact, you can keep it if you want. Paimon has another copy. The spare copy was originally meant for the traveler. Paimon used to worry that one day he might not need a guide anymore, so she wanted to have a gift for him, in case we ever parted ways. But it doesn't seem so necessary nowadays. We have so many more places to see together. One copy will be enough for both of us. Thank you so much. But still, these are your treasured memories. I think I'll make my own copy and then return the original to you. Anyway, that was all. I won't keep you any longer. Have a safe trip. See you again soon. See ya! All right, time to bring the Hida to see a Pep. Let's hope that old grouch is in a negotiating mood. Actually, never mind. In a Pep size, Nervalet's probably one of those dragons who's grown too close to humankind. They might end up fighting for all we know.
I had a feeling your kind might come calling. The ley lines are in disarray. Something has gone wrong with Irminsul, yes. Even from a great distance away, I can sense that Sumeru is headed for destruction. You who took our home from us, prepare to watch as your own world is plunged into oblivion. Oh, how the cycle of history comes to a poetic conclusion.
This isn't a joke, Apep! The heat is in grave danger!
Is she now? Then do explain. For what reason should I lend Boer my assistance? Be not mistaken. The fate of Sumeru is of no concern to me. I am neither the god of this land nor its guardian. I may have given my tacit agreement as your kind built homes here and multiplied for generation upon generation. But that does not mean that I bear any responsibility for Sumeru. Tiny Boer, puny humans. In my eyes, all of you are but intruders who followed in the wake of the heavenly principles. I am not obliged to be your savior. The age of the dragons ended long ago, and the world that replaced it is under the dominion of the heavenly principles. In choosing not to side with your enemies when the heavenly principles' rules began to relax, I have been merciful enough. Do not forget that I have no love for this world you hold so dear. Be not mistaken. The fate of Sumeru is of no concern to me. I am neither the god of this land nor its guardian. I may have given my tacit agreement as your kind built homes here and multiplied for generation upon generation. But that does not mean that I bear any responsibility for Sumeru. Tiny Boer, puny humans. In my eyes, all of you are but intruders who followed in the wake of the heavenly principles. I am not obliged to be your savior.
Apep, if you truly despise gods and humans so much, well, after the great humiliation of being helped by a god in the past, shouldn't you be jumping at this chance to balance the scales?
Now that is a compelling reason. When El Ahmar plotted against me and I was tortured by forbidden knowledge, it was Boer who saved me from agony. And though I regard with shame the pity of my enemies, to receive aid without repaying it would likewise tarnish a dragon's dignity. Oh, tiny Boer, puny humans. Just this once I shall deign to show you the true power of dragonkind.
Whoa! It's happening again! We're gonna get sucked in!
It is done. The heart of Oasis is supplying her with life force as we speak. It shall not be long before she recovers. But I should warn you. Boer's existence is closely intertwined with Irminsul. Unless the issues plaguing it are resolved, she will never completely recover her former strength.
Thank you.
Spare me your words of gratitude. You may also spare me your feigned concern. A dragon's sovereign's power is far greater than you can imagine. While I was indeed weakened when the heart of Oasis ran dry, providing Tiny Boer with a morsel of my life force shall have little consequence for me.
Oh, good to hear.
Ever held in high favor, I see.
Oh, well, you know.
The compliment was sincere. Simply accept it. I did once. That tree was not planted by the heavenly principles. Irminsul existed before they ever arrived in Teyvat.
What?
There was a time when it belonged to Teyvat, to dragonkind.
I could do this if I wanted to. Don't touch the stuff! Wow, hardcore. Don't look at me! Big yikes. So lame. Great, now everyone hates me. Can't believe I have to do this. Great, now everyone hates me. Don't look at me! could do this if I wanted to. I'm lagging.
Walk softly for the dead list approach. Ow! Well, you are dying to be displayed. Back to my babies I go.
YOLO! Woo! Don't touch the scarf! So awesome. Wow, hardcore. I low-key want to win this game. Big yikes.